Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. The City of Cape Town has confiscated 4,000 litres of alcohol. That's since the start of October 2022. It's all part of a campaign that focuses on beach safety in the metro. Joining us now is Mayoral Committee Member for Safety and Security, JP Smith. A very good afternoon to you. I suppose as we get into the full part of the festive season, this project and initiative is more important than ever.
Absolutely. The primary goal must be to ensure that all of our visitors are safe, both domestic and foreign, locals who are visiting the beach and holiday makers from elsewhere in South Africa. And one of the quickest ways to achieve that is to reduce the presence of alcohol on the beaches. So our bylaws explicitly prohibit the use of alcohol in a public space or on the beaches or bringing glass onto those areas. And we do enforce that fairly diligently. This year we're adding the drones to our coastal management repertoire. And that means that for near drownings or potential drownings, for rescue efforts, for other crime management issues along our coastline, that the drones will be assisting whenever of course, the weather permits.
Drunk driving is also another matter of importance, especially with the high numbers that we've experienced over the years during this period. What initiatives are you putting out?
Well, sadly, a time that should be a celebration for everyone becomes a time of tragedy for many because of the prevalence of alcohol on the roads. Also, drunk pedestrians are even more at risk. The fatalities see pedestrians represented at far higher numbers than drivers, and that means keeping the alcohol off these spaces is important. We have multiple random breath testing vehicles and roadblocks that will be moving around our city to do that, and that's quite a well-established intervention. We've been doing a great deal of roadblocks of late, so I think the public are quite acutely aware of the roadblocks. And the need to book the possibility arises from have a friend drive you or have a designated driver. Don't drive if you're going to drink.
Yes, and as you speak about some words of caution, what challenges have you encountered over the years when it comes to sending out the messages and the response not being one that really is in accordance to the laws and the bylaws of the city?
I think this is a problem that the entire South Africa faces, that there is not a great level of spontaneous compliance with the laws of our country. Having traveled and lived in different parts of the world, one is aware of that South Africans see the laws as something that is to be circumvented and to be thwarted. And that's problematic, especially when their laws are for your own good. For instance, the alcohol on the beaches, having a lot of alcohol means drownings, accidents, conflicts, arguments, and then, of course, drunk pedestrians afterwards. So there is a very good reason for keeping alcohol off the beaches. We have this year so far with fairly intensive enforcement. We've seen only a very small number of drownings citywide, and we want to keep it that way. Most of the drownings did not even happen at the beaches. They happened in freshwater bodies elsewhere. So we are keen to keep that, to make everybody return home or end the festive season safely with only good memories. But compliance with some of these rules is a challenge, and often people become combative or argumentative when the law enforcement officers or sea rescue staff or lifeguards engage them. So we are constantly reminding people, please just follow the rules. It's for your own interest. But at the same time, we won't hesitate to act against those people who don't follow the rules and insist on turning the experience on the beach or at any other recreational facility, whether it's community swimming pools or anywhere else or on the mountain, unpleasant for other people. These must be spaces that are friendly to families as well.
Very well. Thank you so much. Let's perhaps leave it there for now. Mayoral Committee Member for Safety and Security, JP Smith, putting out a word of caution when it comes to beach safety and drunk driving, asking that the measures that have been put in place are indeed respected throughout the course of the festive season and beyond, of course. Let's